Yo, look, man, real quick, man. I just seen Fat Joe, a clip of Fat Joe interview where he talking about buying his music and taking his style, and he could have sued. He talking about, I could have sued for lean with it. Get your sue on. Nigga ain't took shit from you. I'm from the South. We don't bite New York.
Lean, like, my shit's been jacked. my shit been jacked. Legendary. Oh, they're lean, the show. Like, my shit been jacked. Like, if I went to court, I'd be like, Exhibit A.
Sheldon, little bootleg ass studio.
Whoa, now it's the motherfucking Kate deal. Welcome back to Sheldon's bootleg ass studio where we come to kick your vibe out and shoot the shit with Sheldon, man. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all for pulling up. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's go on, dive into this video of today, man. Hey, Fat Joe, man. Damn, Fat Joe. Man, bro, don't do that. Don't you do that, damn it. I liked you, Fat Joe. I liked you, man. You feel me? But this is tough love right here, man. This is what we call straightening. We gotta straighten some shit out, because we can't sit here and allow mother fornicators to forge their way into some credentials. All right. Now, Fat Joe has been on video talking about how people done bit lyrics from him or pretty much sampled his music without his permission. He has a song called Lean Back. It's a hot song. It's a legendary song. It's a classic. You understand me? One of my favorite songs when it came out. You know what I'm talking about? He says that the franchise boys, or them franchise boys rather, got the idea of lean with it, rock with it from his Lean Back. Oh nah, man, that's completely inaccurate. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no surprise though, you feel me? And I'm not about to take a reach here. This is exactly what it is. A lot of y'all may think I'm reaching, but the truth of the matter is black people create a lot of things and people like to take credit for it. We have been robbed out of a lot of our great inventions. Hip hop was created by none other than black Americans. You see what I'm saying? This was not anybody else doing. We've had some people of the Caribbean contribute to the creation of hip hop, but hip hop was birthed in America, and black America to be exact. No other ethnic group added to hip hop at the creation. Now later, once hip hop was born, people had started adding things in maybe, but the birth of hip hop was created by none other than black Americans. Let's get that straight. Don't let these people try to tell you otherwise, because just like they try to tell you that those pyramids was built by dark-skinned white people or whatever, those pyramids was built by black people, okay? By those black Africans over yonder.
You said, hold up, you said, okay, first of all.
That is absolutely true.
First of all, the greatest genius when it came to the building of the pyramids, do you know what
those are? White people, by the way.
Who are white people?
The Egyptians are not African. I'm sorry.
Do you know where Egypt is?
Yes, it's in North Africa.
Okay, stop. Stop right there. You just said that the Egyptians are not African.
Are white South Africans
African? Wait. Yes, they are African. See, okay, to be African means you come from the continent of Africa. So if you come from the continent of Africa, that's who you are. So that means you're an African. So you do know. Do you also deny science that man originated from Africa, or do you say that's false science?
What are you talking about?
Everything we create, they try to take credit for. Electricity. The light bulb was founded by a black man. Louis Latimer. Yes, indeed. He had the blueprint for the light bulb. And who did they give the credit to? Thomas Edison. Yes, indeed. Do your research. Eli Whitney did not create that damn cotton gin that was created by a black slave. He took it to a master, and master went got it patented. Yes, indeed. Do your research. But the creation of hip hop, man, they've been trying to forge Latinas and any other ethnic group into the creation of hip hop. No. And then us as black people, some of us, we so coonage. We sit here and allow people to latch on to our creations just so we can feel acceptance, or just so, you know, they can like us better. When hip hop was created, nobody other than black people was jamming that shit. Even our black parents didn't like it at the time. Well, I say grandparents because when my parents was younger, that's when hip hop was created. Hip hop was created back in the 70s, man. Hip hop was born back in the 70s. And they try to make it seem as if Puerto Ricans had something to do with the creation of hip hop. No, y'all embraced hip hop later. Just like every other genre of music, man. Rock and roll, country music. We created all of this. Yeah, but then after we created it, and then they took a liking to it, we pretty much let them have it and created something else. Same shit probably gonna happen with this hip hop. But today we got parlay of the franchise boys responding to Fat Joe, and we also got Fat Joe sitting up speaking. So I'm gonna play the video, and we gon' dissect it as we go. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's see what Parlay got to say.
Yo, look, man, real quick, man. I just seen Fat Joe, a clip of Fat Joe interview where he talking about buying his music and taking his style, and he could have sued. He talking about I could have sued for lean with it. Get your sue on. Nigga ain't took shit from you. Nigga, I'm from the South. We don't bite New York. Now salute. Lean back was that cool, but we didn't hear lean back and say we finna make a song like that. I'm from the South. I'm from Bankhead. Nigga, I'm from the West Side. We stand on our own shit. We created culture, and the music we made started a whole genre. We don't bite. We start shit. Cause y'all saying y'all begin beside yourself. All y'all who been doing music back then and had a little success, y'all begin beside yourself, thinking that everybody bang y'all shit. Now guess what? Shout out to that boy Boosie. Guess what? When he put them lyrics back to back, he's really bang his lyrics.
All right, so Boosie had a situation. He's going viral, pretty much letting people know, hey man, I'm coming for y'all. If y'all stole any lyrics from me and y'all ain't giving me my proper credentials, paying me my money, my royalties or whatever, I'm coming for you. You know what I'm saying? And so Ride Wave was one of those people. And word for word, Ride Wave took some lyrics from Boosie. You know what I'm saying? Word for word. That's biting right there. That's either biting or recycling without paying, without asking, without permission. But that's what you would call sampling right there. Fat Joe, ain't nobody took nothing from you, big dog. You see what I'm saying? You trying to forge your way into some of this. And if we let this slide, if we let Fat Joe slide and say that they stole this from him and it's clearly not stolen from him, he will be the one to create the narrative that Puerto Ricans had something to do with the creation of hip hop, which is totally untrue. Shout out to my Puerto Rican people. Shout out to my SA. Shout out to my Vatos. Shout out to my Latinos, man. I fornicate with y'all. But what's true is true, man. We can't sit here and say we created anything in your culture that's not that we didn't create. You know what I'm saying? Yes, y'all derive from the African bloodline as well. But to sit here and say we created some shit in y'all culture that we didn't, and we standing on that would be completely wrong, man. Hell no, we didn't make no elotes. Nah, man, we didn't do the burritos and shit like that. That's y'all shit. We have the soul food. That's us. We standing on that. Y'all standing on that. That's what's up. Ain't nobody trying to take it from you. I go to the taqueria all the time and get me some tacos. You know what I'm saying? And I know where I'm at when I'm coming to that. So when you stepping in that house of hip hop, act like you were a guest, man. You coming into a house that's not yours, and we allowed you to come into this shit. Pay homage. Don't sit here and try to say that you helped create some shit. Hell no. That's the same thing that Christopher Columbus did when he came over here talking about he discovered something, but he sit there and wrote in his diaries how dark and how black these people was when he pulled up on his ship to the shore. He said these people was as black as the Africans. And I'm paraphrasing. So that means that people was already here. How can you discover some shit that people was already here on, nigga? What? See, they sit here and they come and they create a narrative and they try to forge their way into a whole lot of shit. And we have been on the sideline letting this shit happen just so we can get a seat at they damn table. This is our table. We've been owning shit for a long ass time. We've been creating shit for a long ass time, only for somebody else to come over here and rob it from us. We're not saying you can't be a guest in the house of hip hop. We love Eminem. We love Vanilla Ice. We love a whole lot of people who ain't black, and we've allowed them to come into the culture and express themselves in a hip hop way. But that's what that is, man. If you don't pay your homage, you can get the hell up out of our goddamn house. We ain't rocking with it. And that's what we need to stand on. We need to stand on business like Kane. You know what I'm talking about? Sitting here letting these folks in here and rob us out of our creations. You know damn well hip hop was created by black people. Then we got Anton Daniels. He goes on his podcast, a black man. I believe he's black. I believe he's Black American. I don't believe he's from overseas or Caribbean or anything of that nature, which that doesn't matter, but it does matter when you're talking about black Americans, especially in the conversation about reparations, because it's a lot of black people from the diaspora that's living in America that don't want black people to get reparations. Those are the tether class, the coon class. Now the riders, they don't mind us getting the reparations. Actually, they're fighting for us and with us to get reparations. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know if Anton Daniels is Caribbean or anything like that. I believe he's born here in America. I think he's from Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. He goes on his podcast and sit here and say that hip hop was not created just by black people. It was created by a lot of different people.
I like Fat Joe. One of the things I respected about Fat Joe was when he reaffirmed that Latinos are Africans. He openly said that Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and Cubans were African, and they need to start acting like it. Their ancestors came from the continent just like ours did. Now, some people could argue he only said that in order to, keep his validity in the hip hop community. But I believe he was sincere. I believe Fat Joe was sincere. I'm a fan of Fat Joe. I like him. My biggest issue with all the rappers would be, when are y'all going to do more for the community? Because see, my issue is this. Right now, we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop. That's the big theme right now all over the country, all over the world. 50th anniversary of hip hop.
Has hip hop been around for 50 years? What is it? 2000? Yeah, that's about right. It's 2023, 70s. And to contrary belief, a lot of people think that hip hop was started by black people. Hip hop was started by a lot of different people that were doing a lot of different things, including the b-boys, the dancers, the DJs, the rappers, the taggers, all of the different people that was participating. And it wasn't just black people. It wasn't just black culture. It was a lot of different people that participated in it based off of what they were trying to communicate, and also starting a new thing that was trendy and hot and people didn't know what it was at that particular time. So stop trying to gatekeep something that's actually bad for you.
How in the hell was hip hop created by more than black people when black people was just coming out of the civil rights era? We was just coming out of the civil rights era. Nobody was fornicating with us. We were segregated. How you gonna create a genre and you don't even listen to the music? First of all, it was those kids who created hip hop back in the 70s, listening to their parents' music, listening to their parents' blues music and jazz and whatever else have you. You know what I'm saying? The funk. That's where hip hop was born out of. That funk music. They start putting a twist to it. You can't even. And then I want to say the b-boys, the break dancers. Bro, you can't even create a dance without the break in the funk music. That's where it came from. Mexicans wasn't jamming that shit back then. You is out of your damn mind. It wasn't until the 80s. Once the 80s came through, Then them Hispanics, them Puerto Ricans started emulating the sound and the look. They started doing the B-boy shit then. But in them 70s, bro, come on now.
We said lean, not lean back. How the f we bitch your lyrics? If you feel like that, get your shoe on. Tired of these hip hop ass, man. I ain't f all that shit. Talking about, I ain't bite no Fat Joe. The f we look like. Man, I'm from West Side, bankhead shit. Born home. We don't bite shit. We create trends.
Anyway, let's hear what Fat Joe got to say.
But like I was telling you, man, Boosie. What's up with Boosie? Your man Rod Wave sampled Boosie. You should have known you can't sample nobody and not clear it. You just can't. You know, I made a mixtape that we was giving away free. It was called What Would Big Do with Drama, which was incredible. Prince, Michael Jackson, I was rapping over all this flip. Everybody came at me talking about, yo, we'll sue you. And Fat Joe can't even make a mixtape no more. Like, it's to that point. I was trying to explain to their lawyers, yo, we take beats and we rap on them. Fat Joe, you know better than that. Nah, unbelievable. But if you use somebody's music and you sample it and you don't clear it and you don't give them no money, they can sue you. Me personally, I have never sued nobody for that. And trust me, they don't have make it rain, make it rain, or lean with it.
All right, now, the make it rain one, he might got a point with that one. I ain't heard none, but somebody somewhere across the world may have sampled it. Somebody may have sampled his music before, but for him to say that lean with it, rock with it, came from him is a reach.
Rock with it, lean. Like, my shit's been jacked. My shit been jacked. Legendary.
How?
Shoulder lean, the show. Like, my shit been jacked. Like, if I went to court, I'd be like, Exhibit A. You know, that those shit don't look like lean back to you.
And your ass gonna be turned right around. The judge gonna say, man, Fat Joe, get your ass up out of here.
Jason Lee, what's up, my brother? Jason Lee is working on big things out there. Big things out there. He's working on big things.
Hold up, pause. Hold on, wait a minute. I ain't even the type of nigga that say pause like that, like for real. But why he say big things so many times like that? I mean, if you know who Jason Lee is, if it's the Jason Lee that I think it is, the one that's in charge of Hollywood Unlocked, the one that do the interviews, you know what I'm saying, the gay one. And ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just, he's gay. He's openly gay. Fat Joe, what are you insinuating, bro? Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that was deserving of a pause.
Yeah, I could have sued people for sampling my shit 10, 20 times. But nah, it's just not. But Boosie said, hey, man, you taking food out of my kid's mouth. And so your man said, and I believe him, Rod Wave said, I'll pull up. Don't sue me. I'm coming with the bag. I
thought that was very admirable of Rod Wave for him to do such a thing. Yes, indeed.
You know, he's done enough said. Pull up with the bag. Take care of Boosie. And we keep it moving. That's a beautiful day in hip-hop. You ain't got to sue nobody. You ain't got to take it to no other level. Just get paid and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Rod Wave took Boosie shit, but that never...
He said, hit me, I'm going to pay with pleasure. Yeah.
No, you going to pay.
With pleasure.
If I was Boosie, I'd have been looking for his number quick. Like, yo, Rod Wave, where you at? I'm coming through. Little duffel bag, don't hurt nobody. Especially, it's fourth quarter, it's end of the year.
All right, there it is, man. You feel me?
Little bootleg ass studio.
Well, anyway, what are your thoughts? You think that Lean With It, Rock With It was a spinoff of Lean Back? You understand me? Do you think Fat Joe was trying to forge his way into some type of credit that he does not deserve? He may deserve some type of credit, but that credit right there, And I don't think he deserves that. I feel like them franchise boys came up with that by themselves, or maybe the culture in Atlanta at the time sent their creativity that way. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, in 200 years, they're going to be saying that this right here is Tupac. You feel me? That's why we got to make sure, man, we document everything. We got to tell the history how it really is. We can't be shy about telling, hey, we did this. We can't let nobody latch on to nothing that they did not create. If they did help us create it, it's okay to give credit. But if they didn't, then they didn't. Man. But anyway, I digress. If you vibed all the way up until this point, I really do appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Oh God, indubitably. Leave me your thoughts below. Let me know how you feel about this. Until next time, I'm SheldonVybez. I'm gonna need y'all to be cool like the other side of the pillow. Stay light on your toes like you're supposed. Oh yeah, no.
If you ain't fucking with my nigga Sheldon, nigga, fuck you. Yeah.
Oh God.